So, Sri Akal, welcome back to I'm a Brown Girl. My name's Amma. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about breaking no contact with my mum. This topic was voted as the most popular on my Instagram poll, so I put them out usually a week or a few days before I'm about to record. So if you're not already following my Instagram, make sure you do that, because apparently if you're not following my Instagram, there's a saying that you get 7 years bad luck or something like that. So do what you will with that information. I don't really know if there's much to talk about today because I'm just wanting to share the fact that me and my mum's relationship is going a lot more better and far better than it ever has. And it's really nice. Obviously, me and my mum, we go way back. She had me when she was 19 and she had 2 kids by the time she was 20 because she had my brother at 20 or 21, I don't know. But she was a very young mum. But growing up, I always idolized her. And as you do as a child, because you think, your parents are these amazing people because you don't know anything else. And I did have a good childhood at times. Of course, there were ups and downs, but I do have a lot of good memories as well. But by the time I was a teenager, me and my mum's relationship just deteriorated because I think she was going through stuff mentally. I was just being a typical teenager, just doing dumb shit like lying, seeing boys, drinking, saying I'm in one place and being at another place, just dumb teenager shit that you do. I think with my teenager dumb stuff, it wasn't just like low level dumb shit that teenagers do. It was like being groomed by a 20-year-old dumb shit. Do you know what I mean? Like it was not good. And I think because my house was so toxic, I was seeking external validation and I got mixed up with the wrong crowd. So being aware of the fact that my mum was a young mum, she immigrated to the UK when she was 18 or 19 with my dad when she got married and had to learn so much alone. And then now she's got this teenager daughter who's just acting out and she doesn't know what to do. And instead of parenting, she just went left and got faced with mental illness. And I'm not trying to make excuses for the fact that it was really bad, because it was really bad. But I think now looking back, I can acknowledge that there was a lot going on. But today, I really want to focus on the positives and the future and the present as to the updates that I've had with my mum, because like looking at it from a bird's eye view, I just can't believe like it's going really well. And my heart is finally at peace, but I've also had to do a lot of work to get there. I used to always have this overwhelming feeling of like, but I was a child, and you were the parents, and you guys should have known better, and they should have. So I'm not going back on that. But now being 25 and having a level of emotional intelligence and being able to look at the bigger picture, I also had to take accountability. I also need to do the work to reverse those generational cycles and those traumas that should not continue and will not continue. But I would say it's only been after traveling and having seen a professional psychiatrist for help that I now, after 25 years, feel like I can move past it. I first want to talk about forgiveness and how important it was for me in my journey to having a better relationship with my mum. So when I was in Bombay, I went to see a psychiatrist, and I briefly mentioned this in a couple of episodes before, just as like a end of episode check-in. It's not something that I've openly spoke about, but I think I am comfortable enough to share some things about it. He basically put me in a very relaxed state of mind, and I was physically very relaxed as well, which allowed me to tap into my subconscious. So the psychiatrist asked me to forgive my parents as well as forgive myself. And I was very hesitant. Like my jaw was literally like grinding, because I was like, why should I apologize? Like, I don't want to apologize. What am I apologizing for? But after I realized it wasn't about the apologizing or, feeling like I need to say sorry. It wasn't even about that. It was more about forgiveness. I think for me, in my experience, I had to forgive both of my parents, especially my mum, because if I didn't, it would be very hard for me to move on and not think about it at 2 a.m. or, I'll see a mum and a daughter outside and suddenly feel emotional, or, even these feelings of jealousy that I had for a long time where I was just like, man, like I don't understand how mothers and daughters have good relationships, because I've never had that before. So yeah, once I went to that psychiatrist, he was good. I don't think he was the best, in my opinion, sorry to say, but I definitely learned something from him. And I think I always go into these things as a student. I'm always open to learn. And sure, I had my opinions about it, but the good thing is that there was something positive from it. And I think it kind of made something in my brain click to just be like, okay, no. For you to be able to move forward, you need to forgive. It's not about the I'm wrong or I'm right or da 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 or you did this and you did that or the blame thing. It's not about that. It was literally just about forgiveness. And some of you might be watching feeling like, oh, but how do you forgive the unforgivable? You don't have to. For a very long time, I felt like, no, I'm never going to forgive them. I'm not going to speak to my mum. I didn't speak to my mum and dad for years at times. Like, I blocked them on social media, on WhatsApp. Like, I don't know if it's just an age thing. I don't think so. But like, I just went through too much. And you know how like at a certain age, your brain is not even fully developed. So you can't even comprehend the thought of moving on. I think it's just time. Time is definitely a healer. But that being said, if you feel like you don't want to forgive your parents, don't forgive them. I'm not putting this out there to be like, oh, if I did this, so can you. That's not the message I'm trying to put out. But I also think it's really important to share this positive story because it is a nice story. And I hope it also brings you a little bit of hope that things could be in the better. But please do not ever feel like you need to put yourself in a position where, oh, they're your parents and you have to forgive them, because that is just utter bullshit. So I want to take you guys to the actual day where I felt like things were so much better, which was my mum's birthday, which I now think was about 2 weeks ago. So that day I had woken up, I had recorded my episode and I was talking about it at the end of my last episode that, oh my God, it's my mum's birthday. I'm so nervous. I don't know how it's going to go because I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if this is with my family. I'd like to know if this happens to you as well or if you guys have any experience with this. But whenever there's like a birthday or an event in my family, there's always a flipping argument or someone's just pissed off or in a mood just because I think birthdays or certain celebrations or certain events create so much pressure for things to go well. So I guess there's like a level of self-sabotage that is involved. Now looking back, that makes so much sense. But am I the only one that experiences those kind of arguments with family members when it's their birthdays and stuff? Like, I don't know, but that happened for a very long time growing up. So obviously on the day, me being me, I'm never going to go empty-handed because it was her birthday. So I stopped off at Westfield, got some flowers, got some NARS makeup, just like a really nice gift set with some lipsticks, eyeshadows, whatever, because that's her thing. And I thought, okay, like this should be good. I don't know who I thought I was walking into NARS just buying makeup like that. But the woman probably thought, wow, she's so rich. I don't even buy makeup for myself like that. I do have nice makeup and I do invest, but like, not like that, So I make my way to the house and I walk in and honestly, it's a bit awkward because I haven't seen my mum since I was in India with her. So it was awkward. At that time, we weren't talking. She was pissing me off and we didn't leave on the best terms. So having seen her just after traveling, it was a bit like, hi. I'm the kind of person where I take birthdays really seriously. Like, I don't care what other day you're pissed off on, but not on a birthday. So it being my mum's birthday, I was going to be on my best behavior. So then I give her a present. She's really happy to see me and it's nice. And I kind of just give her a side hug. I'm still really like iffy about physical touch when it comes to anyone, to be fair. I'm not really that big on hugs. I do, but it depends on who it is. So I gave her like a side hug. I just wanted to make sure she was good, having a good time on her birthday, whatever. And she was going out with her friends at around 5 p.m. on the day. I thought I would just be on my way home after just, giving her presents, spending a bit of time with her, just making sure that she was good on her birthday and making sure she knows that I care and want to have a better relationship with her. Because I think after traveling, I did have this mindset that I want things to be better for us. My intention wasn't for it to be like this perfect mum and daughter relationship, but I also needed things to be a little bit more civil just so that I could sleep better at night. But then she asked me, oh, do you want to come with my friends for dinner? And I couldn't miss that opportunity. So I said yeah, because I thought this would be really nice. And her friends haven't seen me in years. And when they actually saw me for the first time, they didn't even recognize me because they hadn't seen me for a while. And I think they were more shocked as to, oh my God, her daughter's here. Because obviously my mum would have gone to her friends to, say that, oh, my daughter's causing me stress or like I'm going through it. So she was confiding in them. So I think they also felt happy that, like, thank God she's here. Thank God they're, trying to get better with their relationship. So we go to dinner. My mum's having a good time. The thing is, my mum is exactly like me. We're so similar, but we're so different. And my mum is 10 times wilder than me, 10 times louder than me. She has a really flippin' funny laugh as well. I have a really loud laugh as well. And I could just see that she was so happy. So when we came home after dropping all her friends around, my brother had set up like a balloon display with like a cake and like candles and everything. It was really sweet. And she walked in and she was like, "Oh my God, this is the best birthday ever." Like I could see this was one of the best birthdays she'd had after a very long time. And you can imagine after years of me not being there or us being no contact, it's just nice that this year went well. And I hope that for the future years and her birthdays also go really well. I think for all the years of trouble that we went through as a daughter, I was very angry for a very long time. And I think the younger me still at times feels angry. But do you know what? Anger is such a shit emotion to experience. And for that long as well, it's not a nice feeling. And I think for me, I just became exhausted, always feeling like that. I think as a woman, I now can look at the situation that I went through with my mum and view it with empathy. That doesn't mean that you excuse poor behavior, because if someone is a cunt, someone is a cunt. That doesn't mean you're just like, "Oh no, it's fine, brush it under, it's okay." No, if someone says something mean, you are allowed to feel how you feel and you can act accordingly. I've tried my best to make it as clear as I can that, you don't need to feel like you must forgive. This is just my experience and my story. And I hope by sharing it, it gives you a little bit of hope that maybe things could be better. But for where you are right now, with the time that you are right now, with the age that you are right now, with whatever you're going through right now, let that be. Time will heal everything, regardless of wherever your relationship is with your parents. I really hope this wasn't a boring episode, because there's really not much to it. I feel like I've shared the experience that I've had with my mum in terms of how shitty it was through many of my episodes. I've spoken about how things have rekindled, things are a lot better. Me and my mum have been talking on the phone a lot more. One of the craziest feelings for me was just actually seeing my mum's like ID come up on my phone. I haven't seen that in probably 3 years. So when I say we went through it, we went through it. The thing with family is they're just flipping weird. Like, my dad still pisses me off every week. I still don't talk to my brother. But I've just come to a point where I'm just like, whatever will be, it's fine. I just don't have the energy anymore to fight it. I just want to be able to sleep in peace at night. And I don't know if this is like prefrontal cortex Amma talking, or, maybe I've healed, or the psychiatrist was really helpful. I don't know. I think it was a mix of things that have helped me get to where I am. But I truly believe that time is a healer, regardless of whatever your relationship with your parents looks like. That can be no contact or contact. Your peace is paramount. I think in terms of an end of episode check-in, it's been about 3.5 weeks that I've been back, and I feel okay. Like, the first week I was sick. The second week I basically spent decluttering my entire life in terms of taking out old clothes, cleaning everything up because it hadn't been touched for like 3 months. There was just so much stuff that I had that I no longer use. I don't believe in hoarding. If I haven't touched something in over a year or two, it is going in the charity. I don't care. And in terms of the third week, I've had less to do, but every day I've still kept myself busy because I've just got a lot going on. But the weird thing is, I'm starting to have these feelings of like, oh my God, am I behind? Oh my God, I need to get a job. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. And the weather is definitely not helping. Like, even you can see the lighting right now. My flipping light died on me, but it's very grey. It's just not nice. I look a bit washed out. I know that. But I don't know, these just feelings of I'm behind, or, I'm not doing something right, or how dare I sit at home. And I have all this time, but I feel like I don't know what I'm doing with that time. I feel like I'm wasting time. I feel like I could be more productive, but then every day I'm still busy and I'm still tired. My sleeping pattern is absolutely messed up and I don't know why. I still need to try work on that. But do you know what? I need to show you guys something because I'm so proud of it. 1 second. So me and my best friend Jessica, we always plan our days where it's just the best girly day ever. Like, one of the best things about being a girl for me is spending time with my girlfriends. Like, a day with Jess is just the best day ever. I cannot explain it. Things just work so well. And we had planned to do vision boards the other day. So like we met up really early, went to IKEA, had IKEA food, walked around, then we went back to hers, we sat down and we did vision boards. And my vision board is looking quite cute and I really want to show that. This is what my vision board is looking like. Will this even flip in focus? I don't know. Either way, that's what it's looking like. And there's a lot of fashion, kitten heels, DJs, events, shoes, bikinis. I mean, there's a lot more on that. Pilates. This year is going to be my year where I go to festivals, clubs, parties. I want to see DJ sets. And I've booked all point seats because I really want to see Ray. I love Ray so much. Just something about her music, just her aura. It really touches my soul. And I just want to go there and cry my eyes out. Obviously, Dochi's going to be there as well. I'm going boiler room with a lot of my friends. And I'm just like, I can't wait. I'm so excited because I'm 25 right now. What do you mean I haven't been clubbing for almost 2 years? Because the thought of going out in this miserable weather, in the cold, in heels. And for me, I'm the type of clubber where when I go clubbing, I wear heels. I don't do this whole, I'll wear trainers. Like when I go out, I go all out. I'm genuinely so excited. And making that vision board was just so therapeutic. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to print it out today and I'm going to stick it on my wall. And then maybe this time next year, we can review it and see how much of it I've achieved. Because the last vision board that I made, I swear to God, I achieved probably 85% of that, minus the driving. Driving is on there. I need to get my fucking license this year because this is a joke. How am I 25 and I haven't got a license? Like, I know you're judging, I'm judging too. I need to get a license because this passy princess lifestyle is fun, but no, I want the independence, like, to just be here so I can go out wherever I want and I don't have to wait around for this miserable weather to clear up. I would really appreciate if you guys would let me know what you think about this style of my episodes. They're a lot less scripted. They're a lot more me and raw and just genuine because I really enjoy them and I would appreciate your input in terms of, you know, what you guys want to hear more. Head over to my Instagram. There's a lot more stories that I upload. I'm a lot more active on there as well. And you know what? Just before I end this episode, I really want to put this message in there for my mum. I'm very proud of her that despite the ups and downs, I don't judge her for it anymore. It took a lot of work for me to be empathetic and take accountability and be understanding that before she's a parent, she's a human being. No person is perfect. And all I've ever wanted for my mum was to be independent, to go out, to have a good job, to take care of herself, to wear nice clothes, do her own thing and not give a shit about anyone else. That is all I've ever wanted for my mum. And she is exactly that. I'm so happy that things are better between us. And I hope we can continue to grow as individuals. I hope that you can always come to me if you need something. And I hope that I can always come to you if I need something. Because I do. Anytime I need food, best believe, mum, roti, chawal, sabji, whatever, please. My mum is the best cook ever. The one thing that I've learned from her is hospitality. Anyone comes to my house, they will never leave unfed. I don't care who you are, you will always be fed if you come to my house. And I learned that from my mum. So thank you, mum, for being my mum. And I'm so glad that we are here where we are today. I thank you guys so much for watching. I thank you for listening. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Sat Shri Akal. Bye.